So when it comes to export, there's a couple of components crucial to success. First is selecting what you intend to export. And if we go under File, we can choose to export. Let's hypothetically export as an OBJ. And the goal here is to actually explain the ideology behind the exports options inside of hardops. The main thing to remember when you're exporting out of Blender is you want to export maybe your selection only, which, is subjective depending on your opinion and understanding of Blender. But under geometry, you may want to choose triangulate faces, and you may also want to choose apply modifiers, and only then you'll be able to export the mesh in a way that you'll be able to get it into, say, ZBrush or 3D Code or an OBJ viewer or Maya or Marmoset or some other program where you're needing to bring it up, more than likely if it doesn't support ingons properly. However, those options are automatically checked by default anytime you use mesh tools and you choose to export as OBJ. We just bring this up and we see that these options are actually already checked to ensure that no matter where you're sitting this file, it's going to have the right outcome. And you can also do the same thing by just going under add modifier and just hitting it with a triangulate just lazily, which we also support. And then of course we maybe want to alt click weighted normal to just re-add that. But if we export this, we're now good to go because everything's already triangulated. But just know that if you go under mesh tools and you use any of the export options, we'll ensure that those export options are already checked to be correct for you. And this is based off of multiple events of user feedback where users have asked in the past, like, how do I export objects? My objects aren't exporting properly, and all sorts of things along those lines. In fact, we received a question about that just earlier this week. And the easiest answer is definitely to just use the export options that we have because they're primed for people using hardops. And just another heads up on that is that under the drop down for the hops button, you have export options under the second tab under export. So you can also make a selection and just go here and just choose to export your OBJ, FBX, or ABC very quickly without any further rigmarole.